Back at the Florida Silver Glove State Boxing Championships in Royal Palm Beach. Dan Oliver here with Alden Kodash and Sean Flint. Having a great time, seeing some great boxing tonight. And we have a good little bout coming up, don't we?
Yeah, we do. Victor Shkurka, he's very charismatic before the fight, and he looks like he's ready to put on a good show.
Definitely, and I'm familiar with Victor Shkurka. I've been down to the Davy Powell.
We have DaJan Miller.
Okay, sorry, Sean, go ahead.
That's okay. I've got personal experience of Victor Shkurka chasing me around the ring while he was training down at the Davy Powell. I was very impressed with him. I used it as an opportunity for me to get some exercise. I put on one of those body protectors while the kids got their sparring in, and I was very impressed with this young man.
Okay, round one. Here they are, 80-pounders, 12 and 13 years old. We'll tell you a little more about them in a second. Shkurka in the red corner with the black trunks with red stripes. And DaJan Miller in the black with the white stripes.
One thing I noticed from Shkurka and Tudor out of Davy Powell is that they both have very similar styles. They're relatively tall for their age and weight, and they fight as a southpaw, and they like to lean back and throw punches.
Wow, pretty furious exchange right there.
Yeah.
That had Miller back in the ropes. Or Shkurka back in the ropes, rather.
Again, Milton LaCroix is the trainer, the same trainer for Tudor and also Shkurka, which makes sense in regards to Alden's observation and the style that they have down there at the Davy Powell.
Shkurka is a fisherman, and he likes to play basketball when he's not boxing. He would like to go pro someday. So, what do we think of the first round?
I think Miller had a slight advantage. I think he landed the harder punches, but what matters in the scoring and what I think happened was that he landed even more punches than Shkurka did in that round. As you can see here's the critical exchange of the round. He knocked Shkurka's head almost halfway out of the ring with a series of punches left and right.
Okay, now maybe we should clear this up before we continue. To me, it looks like it's Shkurka. Do you know for a fact that he pronounces it Shkurka?
I have no idea. I'm sorry.
Okay, because it's Shkurka. That would be Shkurka.
Shkurka, okay.
Okay, we'll agree on that. And watch round two.
He did tell me that he has an Irish and Ukraine background.
That would sound pretty reasonable then.
Very good punch by Shkurka in that exchange. It's interesting that to note that Shkurka and Tudor have such similar styles. You can almost wonder whether both of them, either of them, or neither of them are actually naturally left-handed, or whether they just fight in the southpaw stance just to try to give them an advantage over their opponents. Do you know if
Well, Miller, by the way, attends Beasley Middle School. He started boxing 7 months ago because he said he just enjoys it. He likes PAL boxing because you get a lot of experience and you get to mix it up. And he likes basketball and something else I can't read. Getting a standing 8 count.
I think there might be another standing
action going on here.
That's one thing that the fans get when these young men hold their hands down.
Yeah.
It definitely increases the probability of scoring.
It's exactly what Garcia wasn't able to do as much in the last fight, was to really get inside of the defenses of their opponent and take advantage of the fact that their hands are down so frequently. Miller's having a really good fight so far because he's not afraid to get inside, take a couple punches to land more. And I think so far he's landing more.
And Shkurka there, you saw, did receive a standing 8 count.
Yeah, he definitely. The referee is definitely within his rights to give any boxer a standing 8 count when a head snaps back as violently as it did on Shkurka in that round.
All right, so we're getting ready for the final round here.
Miller is definitely throwing punches with strong intentions.
Yeah. That's probably going to be ruled a slip right there.
Yeah.
And here we go.
See Miller with his mouth open. Looks like he might be a little fatigued in this round. I think that would be Shkurka's chance to compensate for all the points that were scored against him.
He got a good right hand in there, though, on Shkurka.
Yeah. One of the problems with a fighter who's so defensive like Shkurka is that when they really need to score a lot of points in a critical moment of the fight like this, when the time is running out, they might not have the natural approach and aggression to be able to come forward and score those points.
Okay, so that will do it. I think all of us probably agree that DaJan Miller probably outpointed Shkurka in that one.
I think he did.
So we probably have some third round action here to show you.
Those are some really good punches from Shkurka, but they don't seem to be hard enough to be able to back Miller off.
And then Miller gets through right there with one, and then another.
And you can see the impact of Miller's punches as opposed to Shkurka's punches. They're forcing his opponent backwards and off balance.
Okay, so
that could have been a knockdown, by the way. He hit him and he went down.
I tell you what, the Davey Powell corner, though, Shkurka and Milton LaCroix appear to be very confident with what they did out there. So this will be interesting.
These matches are once again sanctioned by the Florida Gold Coast Boxing Association, and we want to thank the Village of Royal Palm Beach for hosting us here at their great recreation center, and also for the Royal Palm Beach PAL. And you see around the ring all the volunteers who put in a lot of time and effort to make this event a success. So let's turn it over to our ring announcer, Miguel Nunez.
Let's give him another hand, guys. And the winner, out of the blue corner, DaJan Miller. That was a championship bout, ladies and gentlemen.
All right, DaJan Miller taking a championship here in a nice bout. Please join us for more action from the Florida Silver Glove State Boxing Championship.
The boxers to bout 6 report to the ring.